What if I told you that taking action might actually be the very thing stopping your manifestation from happening? That the harder you chase, the further it runs. Sounds crazy, right? After all, we've been taught that success comes from effort, hustle, and grinding our way to the top. But what if that's a lie? What if the secret to manifesting everything you desire is to do absolutely nothing? Stay with me, because in this video, I'm about to shatter everything you thought you knew about manifestation. Not with vague ideas or feel-good motivation, but with proof. Real evidence that shows why effortless manifestation is not only possible, but actually more powerful than forcing things into place. And by the time you reach the end of this video, you'll have a completely new understanding of how reality works and why your desires may have been just one shift away all along. Think about this. Have you ever wanted something so badly that you obsessed over it? Maybe it was money, love, or a new opportunity. You tried everything, visualization, affirmations, taking massive action, yet nothing happened. But then, the moment you let go, boom, it showed up out of nowhere. Why does that happen? Is it just a coincidence? Or is there something deeper at play? What if I told you that manifestation is not about effort, but about alignment? That the universe is constantly responding to your energy, not your actions? That the very act of trying too hard actually signals lack rather than abundance? Today I'll show you why less effort equals faster manifestation. You'll discover why chasing after your desires pushes them away, and how the most powerful manifestors, people who effortlessly attract wealth, success, and love, follow a completely different approach, one that requires no struggle, no force, no hustle. You see, there's a hidden truth that most people overlook. Reality is not just physical, it's energetic. And when you tune into the right frequency, everything begins to shift in your favor. Science has already proven this. Quantum physics shows us that observation alone influences reality. The placebo effect proves that belief alone can trigger real-world results. So what happens when you stop pushing and start trusting? When you let go of resistance and allow things to unfold naturally? The answer may shock you, because the most powerful force in the universe isn't action, it's belief. And in the next few minutes, I'll give you undeniable proof of how effortless manifestation works and how you can start using it in your own life immediately. So before you take another step towards your goals, stop, breathe. Before we talk about how to manifest effortlessly, we need to understand why this works in the first place. Why is it that some people can sit back, do nothing, and still attract everything they desire, while others struggle endlessly with no results? The answer isn't magic, it's science. And once you grasp this, you'll see why action is often unnecessary. Science has already proven that reality isn't as solid as we once believed. In fact, quantum physics tells us that everything, yes, everything, is energy. That includes your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. The famous double-slit experiment revealed something astonishing. The act of observation alone changes how particles behave. In other words, reality is influenced by your awareness. It's not just happening around you, it's responding to you. This means your mind isn't just a receiver of information, it's a creator of reality. The frequencies you emit, whether through your thoughts, emotions, or subconscious beliefs, dictate what you attract into your life. It's not about taking more action, it's about tuning into the right frequency. When you desire something but feel desperate or frustrated, you're actually broadcasting the energy of lack. And what does the universe do? It mirrors that energy back to you, keeping you stuck in the cycle of wanting but never receiving. But what happens when you stop chasing? When you let go and simply trust? This is where the real magic happens, and science backs it up. Consider the placebo effect, one of the most well-documented phenomena in medical history. Patients who believe they are receiving treatment often experience real healing, even when given a sugar pill. How? Their mind convinces the body that the cure is real, and the body responds accordingly. If belief alone can alter physical health, what else is possible? Now think about people who always seem to have things effortlessly fall into place for them. They're not necessarily working harder than everyone else. In fact, many of them do less. But they believe without doubt that things will work in their favor. Their confidence and expectation create an energy field that draws opportunities, wealth, and success to them without struggle. This isn't wishful thinking. Studies in neuroscience have shown that the brain doesn't differentiate between what's real and what's vividly imagined. When you hold a clear vision of what you want and feel as if it's already yours, your brain begins to rewire itself to match that reality. Your subconscious mind starts aligning your actions, decisions, and even the people you attract to fit the frequency you've set. So if everything in the universe is responding to energy, then why would physical effort be the only way to get results? Why would forcing something into existence be more powerful than shifting into alignment with it? If belief alone can heal the body, alter the brain, and change physical outcomes, then it can certainly bring money, love, and success into your life without you having to lift a finger. And that's exactly what we're going to dive into next. Have you ever noticed that the more you chase something, the further it seems to slip away? Whether it's money, love, or success, the harder you try to force it into your life, the more resistance you create. It feels like no matter what you do, it just doesn't come together. But the moment you stop obsessing over it, suddenly things start falling into place. This isn't a coincidence. It's how energy works. Everything you desire already exists. The problem is, when you desperately want something, you're actually broadcasting a signal of lack. You're not aligned with the energy of already having it. You're aligned with not having it. Think about it. If you truly believed something was yours, would you chase it? No. You would relax, knowing it's on its way. But when you're constantly thinking, where is it? Why isn't it happening yet? You're reinforcing the idea that it's missing. And the universe responds to that energy by keeping it missing. This is why so many people experience breakthroughs after they stop trying so hard. There are countless stories of people who struggled for years to achieve something, whether it was a career breakthrough, a relationship, or financial success, only to receive it effortlessly once they let go. There's the entrepreneur who spent years desperately trying to make a business work only to burn out completely. The moment they gave up and decided to focus on something else, a new opportunity unexpectedly appeared, bringing them the success they had been chasing. Or the couple who tried everything to have a baby, going through treatments, diets, and endless stress, only to conceive naturally after they finally accepted the idea of adopting instead. Even in relationships, how often do we see someone yearning for love, feeling lonely and unfulfilled, only to find their perfect partner when they finally decide to enjoy life on their own? This is the power of surrender. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means releasing the resistance, the anxiety, the desperate need to control the outcome. It means stepping into a state of trust, where you allow things to come to you naturally rather than forcing them into place. When you let go, your energy shifts from desperation to confidence, from scarcity to abundance. You start to embody the feeling of already having what you want, and that's when it comes effortlessly. The people who master this aren't the ones who work the hardest or try the most. They're the ones who understand that letting go is the final step to manifestation. Because when you stop needing something, you make space for it to arrive. Some of the most incredible manifestations happen not when people are chasing after their desires, but when they least expect it, when they release control and allow things to unfold naturally. Stories of effortless manifestation are everywhere, proving that you don't have to struggle to receive what you want. It's not just about belief. It's about letting go of resistance and trusting that what's meant for you will come in the most effortless way possible. Take, for example, the story of a woman who had been struggling financially for years. She tried everything, working extra hours, side hustles, even affirmations. But nothing seemed to improve her situation. Frustrated and exhausted, she finally gave up and said to herself, "I'm done worrying. The universe will take care of me." She stopped obsessing over her lack of money, and within a week, she received an unexpected inheritance from a distant relative she barely knew. The money came to her not because she worked harder, but because she let go of the fear and trusted that abundance would find its way to her. Then, There's the man who had been job hunting for months with no luck. He sent out applications, went to interviews, and networked as much as possible, but every opportunity seemed to slip through his fingers. Finally, he decided to stop stressing and just enjoy his free time. He started spending his days relaxing, working on hobbies, and trusting that the right job would come. Out of nowhere, he received a phone call from an old acquaintance offering him his dream job, without even applying. The opportunity had been waiting for him all along, but it only showed up once he stopped chasing it. Love and relationships also follow this pattern. One woman had spent years trying to find the perfect partner. She went on countless dates, followed all the dating advice, and even tried manifestation techniques, but nothing seemed to work. Frustrated, she finally told herself, "I'm done looking. I'm just going to focus on loving my life as it is." She started traveling, pursuing her passions, and enjoying time alone. Just a few months later, she met someone unexpectedly, someone who checked every box she had been looking for. The moment she stopped seeking love, love found her. Effortless manifestation isn't about sitting around doing nothing. It's about releasing resistance and allowing what's already meant for you to come into your life. When you stop trying so hard and start trusting, things naturally fall into place. These real-world stories prove that you don't have to force anything. Sometimes the best thing you can do is step back, trust, and let the universe do the work. Manifesting without lifting a finger isn't about waiting around and hoping for a miracle. It's about understanding how energy works and aligning yourself with what you want. The process is simple, but the key is in how you apply it. If you've ever struggled to manifest something, it's likely because you were unknowingly blocking it with doubt, attachment, or resistance. When you follow these steps, you shift into a state where what you desire comes to you effortlessly. It all starts with setting a clear intention. You have to decide exactly what you want, not from a place of desperation, but from a place of confidence. Imagine placing an order at a restaurant. You don't beg the waiter or stress about whether your food will arrive. You just place the order and trust that it's being prepared. Manifestation works the same way. Set your intention with clarity and certainty, then release it, knowing it's already on its way. The next step is visualization. But this isn't about just seeing an image in your mind. It's about feeling it as if it's already real. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality, so when you fully immerse yourself in the experience, you start to shift your energy. Close your eyes and see yourself living the life you desire. Feel the emotions you would feel if it were already yours. The excitement, the gratitude, the peace. When you embody the feeling of already having it, you become a match for that reality. But here's where most people get stuck. They don't let go. They check in constantly, wondering when it will happen, worrying about whether it's working. That energy of doubt and attachment creates resistance and blocks the manifestation from unfolding. The most important part of the process is releasing the need to control it. Trust that once you've set your intention and aligned with it emotionally, the universe is already working behind the scenes to bring it to you. If you're struggling with doubt, it's likely because of limiting beliefs buried in your subconscious. These are the thoughts and patterns that tell you it's not possible, that you have to work hard, or that you don't deserve what you want. The easiest way to clear these blocks is to question them. Ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Is it really true? When you recognize that these limitations were only programmed into you, they lose their power. The final step is complete detachment. This doesn't mean you don't care. It means you trust so deeply that you no longer feel the need to chase, force, or stress. When you detach, you allow the universe to deliver in the best possible way, often in ways you never expected. The people who master this don't spend their time worrying. They simply know that what they desire is already theirs. And that's when it arrives effortlessly. You've now seen the proof, the science, and the exact steps to manifest without lifting a finger. But here's the real question. Are you willing to try it for yourself? For the next 7 days, I challenge you to stop chasing, stop forcing, and simply trust. Pick one thing you want to manifest, set the intention, visualize it as if it's already yours, and then let it go. No obsessing, no doubting. Just relax and allow. Watch what happens when you step into a state of effortless receiving. Most people never experience true manifestation because they're too busy trying to control every detail. But the ones who master this, they sit back, trust, and let their desires come to them. And now you have the power to do the same. If you're ready to see just how effortless manifestation can be, take this challenge seriously. And when you start seeing results, because you will, come back to this video and share your experience in the comments. Let's create a space where people can see real proof that this works. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button. It lets us know you want more content like this. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. We're just getting started, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Now go out there, trust the process, and watch the magic unfold.